Hey everyone, and welcome to the Shitbag Roundup. I'm doing it a little different today. We're going to do it in a couple of different segments. Normally, for the Shitbag Roundup that I do on a Sunday, I go live on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok. Usually don't have any problems on YouTube and Rumble. TikTok ends up being problematic, so my live has either been taken down or restricted so much that hardly anyone can see it or find it once it's running. So I figured I'd try something a little different and do some updates here. And then that way I can disseminate it to everywhere, because if not, everyone from TikTok would have to go and catch the live, which eventually I would like if that happens, because, you know, if anything happens with TikTok, conservative accounts are especially attacked. So I want to make sure that we're over 400. Thanks everybody for the new follows. And I want them to be able to keep up with the show. So please go to YouTube, go to Rumble, follow me on there. All of the show's archive is on all of those places as well from like the past. I'm doing it for about 2 years, so everything is there. Okay, so let's get started with the Shitbag Roundup. And one of the biggest shitbags of all, Joe Biden, and he's back. And you know what? It's good news. He has aggressive prostate cancer. This is good news for America, because it couldn't have happened to a nicer anti-American scumbag who sold out this country to line his pockets with money and put his corrupt family in power, Jill Biden and his idiot son Hunter. This is absolute karma. He absolutely deserves this. He's a piece of shit. So Jill Biden is left heartbroken. Oh, his husband Joe Biden is diagnosed with prostate cancer, just days ahead of the anniversary of their son's death by cancer. Former President Biden announced that the news of his cancer diagnosis on May 18th, just 12 days before the anniversary of Beau Biden's tragic brain cancer fatality on May 30th. Biden's prostate cancer is allegedly an aggressive form of the illness. A statement from his office said last week President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of a prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. So now we know why he's wearing that diaper and peeing and pooping himself all the time. On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer characterized by a Gleason score of 9, grade group 5, with metastasis to the bone. While this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. The president and his family are reviewing treatment options with his physicians, and they're trying to figure that out quickly. On May 30th, 2015, Beau Biden was pronounced dead from brain cancer less than 2 years after his diagnosis at the age of 46. So this whole scumbag family is cancer-ridden, and the worst scumbags should be. Beau was originally diagnosed with a brain tumor in 2013, was an Iraq war veteran, and a Bronze Star recipient who served as Attorney General of Delaware. Ahead of his battle with cancer, he also suffered following a stroke in 2010. The stroke luckily did not debilitate his motor or speech abilities. Following his death, Joe Biden often spoke publicly about the heartache she suffered. In 2021, she said during a speech, "In 2015, my faith was shaken. For over a year, I watched my brave, strong, funny, bright young son fight brain cancer, chemotherapy, operation after operation, and weight loss. But still, I never gave up hope. As a mother, you can't," she continued. You know Jill Biden, the greatest doctor of all the land. She has a degree as a professional useless person. I had to be strong for him, because in the middle of it all, he was being strong for us. So I kept going every day. I put one foot in front of the other, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck? So, for all of that talk that we got about how this Joe Biden, this president, he was on the ball, man. He didn't have any problems. There were no cognitive issues whatsoever. He was absolutely healthy as a horse. He could absolutely do the job, except that he couldn't. And the left and the Democrats kept that lie going for his entire presidency until after that debate. They could not possibly keep it going for another minute more. It was obvious to the entire world. So I'm not sad about that at all. I hope he survives long with it. I hope he suffers because of it. He deserves it. He deserves it for what he did to this country, to the people of this country, and ripping us off while he lined his pockets. This is karma finally in action, and I'm here for it. Okay. The next part here is going to be the Mexicans that can't seem to leave us alone. Now they want to crash their ships into our shit. Check this out.